All right, this is status update. I'm right here with my brother, known him for a long time, Silento.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's up?
Should have been interviewed him, but I want to take an interview serious back then, but, now I am. So, what's been going on with you, bro?
Well, what's been going on with me? I'm fresh out of high school. I got my diploma. I'm on the road with High School Nation, Hollister, Takis, going back to all the high schools that didn't get a chance to see me to let them know that you really can make it at a young age to be a big entrepreneur. You can make it big at a young age, and I'm here, traveling in front of the kids, going to hospitals, restaurants, schools, all types of stuff. Just giving back, letting them know you do not have to be negative to make it.
Right, that's true. Now, I recently saw you were at the home of Michael Jackson a couple nights ago, or the other night. How was it in Gary, Indiana? I think this is your second time in Gary.
Yeah, it was my second time. I ate dinner this time. I ate my favorite food.
How was the Harold, bro?
Chicken wings and french fries. Awesome.
Yeah, Harold was nice.
It was awesome.
All right, shout out to Harold.
Shout out to Harold and shout out to Michael Jackson, my idol.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Okay, so where are you actually from, and what was it like growing up, man?
Well, I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. And for me growing up, it's just as much as you hear rappers talking about killing and shooting and drugs and stuff like that. That was my type of environment, but I didn't let it stop me from being successful. I took it and I ran with it. And I did the complete opposite, and I made it to be a big person in life, inspirational, role model, idol for the youth.
Okay, so with Whip and Nene, like, did you know it was gonna be as big as it was? Like, how did you feel when that shit like blew up?
Well, before it blew up, before it was even a song, I was always singing it at school as a chorus hook, and I got 100 comments on Instagram from different females, and it was like, you need to make this a song.
Yeah, the girls love it.
So what I did was, I made it a song 6 months later, because the producer didn't believe in me. He didn't believe in me, just because of the fact of where I came from, you know what I'm saying, and what I had going on. Like, I got took in when I was 13 by one of my aunts, my great aunt. See what I'm saying? And she got it going. She's already successful. So when my song took off, people was looking at her being successful like it was me. You see what I'm saying? But I'm still a man. I gotta have my own. We can't dwell off a female's belongings, earnings. We gotta have our own earnings. So people might have thought I had it, but I ain't have it. I really ain't have it. It might have looked like it because I wanted to have it. That's what I was inspired to do, to have it, to look like I had it. You see what I'm saying? So by the time I got out of high school, I had it, and I still got it forever.
Okay, so how did you feel when it blew up, man? Like,
honestly, I ain't done yet. I'm not happy with what I did, cause I want to do more.
And that's a good way to look at it.
Yeah, that's the only way to look at it when you come from nothing, because that's just the first part, That's just the first part of it. That was just a little bit of it. That's how I captured the world. That was my plan, to make one song to get everybody in contact with me.
Oh yeah, and you're still making hits, man. Yes. I see you going 2 million, 3 million.
Yes, I'm not signed, I'm independent.
And
I do not, I haven't distributed my music. I haven't signed no new record deals. I never got terminated from no record deal. I oversold. And I decided that I wanted to be independent and try on my own to manifest the same thing I did for myself when I first started my career. I want to do the same thing again on my own, and then I partner up with somebody if it's more beneficial for me this time and not them.
Okay. You were younger when you signed. How old were you when you signed?
I was 16 and a half.
Okay. What made you sign?
Well, I didn't have a choice but to sign. I didn't have nothing. I wanted something. My mom lied to me about having a college fund. I got lied to about having a lot. I just got lied to a lot, and it just got to a point where when I fell in the hands of somebody who had something, and they was always coming at me when I was acting like, when I was giving the behavior of a person who has nothing. When I was giving that to the people who had something, they would bash me for acting that way.
Right.
They always would bash me for being the way I was raised. So I didn't have a choice but to fix the situation I was in, to prove them wrong.
Right.
My story is, I'm just here to prove people wrong because they always doubted me my whole life.
Right.
And that's what it's mainly all about. Proving people wrong because they keep doubting people under 18, under 20.
Right.
People who grow up, we grow up with each other. Some days you might not have nothing to eat. I might have some. And I'll give it to you. People who don't live that lifestyle don't understand that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm living proof today to say if you came from nothing, you can be something. You could be. I was the biggest kid in America, bro, and I was only in 11th grade, and they didn't even realize it.
Right. I remember, man.
I was never told I was the biggest
bro.
kid. If I was told I was the biggest kid in America, I would have been way different from them. But you know what? My great grandma, she always wanted me to get my diploma and graduate from high school.
Right.
So when she died, that's when I got took in because nobody else was gonna take care of me, and she knew that. So no matter how much I wanted to get out and drop an album, it wasn't gonna happen because my grandma took care of me and she wanted me to graduate, and that's what it's about. If my grandma loved me and she took care of me, I'm gonna fulfill what she wanted. Look at me now, I'm still here today.
Right.
I'm still making hits. I'm making songs better than Whip Nene now.
Right.
So go get my album and check it out.
What's the name of the album?
Fresh out of high school.
Fresh out of high school. Now, that's another thing I wanted to ask you. How does it feel? Like, a lot of artists don't finish high school, man.
Because
you're one of the only ones that, like, finished high school while you was doing it.
Well, it takes a strong person to be in high school and be a star.
Okay. Yeah, a lot of people drop
Be
out and stuff
phenomenal.
like that.
It's not their fault. Some people can't handle peer pressure,
Right.
hatred, jealousy.
Mm-hmm.
I've been dealing with it my whole life. My whole life I had to fight. So I feel like it's nothing I can't conquer. If I could conquer somebody hating on me every day at school for 18 years of my life, and especially my last two, being the most you can think of love and hatred, no matter where I walk.
Right.
Period. If you can handle that, you can handle anything. So don't let nobody tell you can't do it, cause you can. Cause if I did it, I ain't have no guidance.
Right.
Nobody helping me. It was just me and my mind, and the faith I had in God,
Right.
and education.
Right.
I always keep three things: God, family, and education. You'll always be successful, no matter what. People always try to tell me your time gonna be up soon.
Right.
You can't time faith. It's always there.
Right. That's true. So, all right, now with the deals, get back on the subject with the deals.
With the deals, I'm independent. I always had my own label when I was 16.
Oh, okay.
I always had my own company. I just didn't know how to use it. But I stayed in school to learn
True.
how to use it. I've been in Future Business Leaders of America since I was 13.
Okay.
Because, you know, even though I was still doing the things that wasn't right, I still wanted to do something to better myself, no matter what. I wanted to have some to keep and say, hey, this is what I was doing, even though I was doing that.
Right.
But this is what I was working on.
Right.
People don't see, today's day, people don't focus on what people working on. They just focus on where they at. It ain't about where you at. It's about what you working on, where you going, and how you gonna get there. That's what it's about.
Okay. Now, do you have any favorite cities and states that you like doing work in?
Every city, my favorite city.
Okay.
Every city, my favorite city.
Okay.
Your own city always gonna hate on you first.
True.
They always gonna hate on you. I don't care if nobody hate on me in my city, because everybody who under 18 in middle school and elementary love me all over the world. So I don't care if nobody don't like my music.
Right.
Long as all the kids in the world listen to my music, I could care less if any adult listen to me, because they're not teaching me how to make it.
Right.
None of these artists that, you know, you portray as idol, they're not your idol. I'm your idol. So you need to watch me. And that's why I told you that first.
That's the first thing you said, man.
That's
watch
the first
me.
thing.
When I first met you, you were saying, watch me. That's what you was telling everybody.
Yeah, just watch me, man. Just watch me. Because you're watching the wrong people that's going to lead you to failure. I already failed. I don't want you to fail because it hurt. It really hurt when you fail.
Right.
See what I'm saying? I'm trying to make us great again. It's no point that if I made at 16 and I sold 10 million records,
10 million.
you can do the same thing. I didn't even use my brainage. I just sat down and just utilized my thoughts and put them together in a way that it makes sense.
That's true.
That's it.
So, Whip and Nene, like you already had to be ready?
I was beating in my bathroom. And I recorded the song, singing it, and I sent it to the producer.
Okay. And those dances, were they your favorite dances that you
They was hot in the city.
Okay.
They were hot. Some of the dances was already out.
Yeah, I remember Soulja Boy, Stinky Leg.
But the thing of it is, with the dances, they was making me dance, but they was disrespecting women in their lyrics, in their verses, talking about drugs. That's not gonna make me want to keep dancing to your song.
Right.
And that's where everybody who look up to me looked at me as competition, tried to make a dance song, and it didn't make it as big as mine did. It didn't have as much success because you did it wrong. It's not a competition. It's not a competition. It's a business. It's not a competition. It's a business. This is what it is. But until you understand that, you'll keep failing.
Right. Man, you basically said everything. Is there any advice that you have for a lot of people looking up to you, bro? Because you got a lot of people looking up to you, millions. Like, I'm still looking up to you myself, man. Like, you one of the first homies I started with, first homie to actually show love to me, give me a chance, man. I remember we was backstage at BET.
Hey, man, nobody ain't giving me a chance, bro. So I never treat nobody how I got treated.
What advice do you have, bro?
The advice I have is to always be confident. Don't be disrespectful. You ain't gotta be negative. If you're positive about your situation, keep it to yourself and just keep it moving.
True.
Because you talking about it and people not understanding don't do nothing but waste your time.
Right.
Just get away from them people that don't understand your vision and keep going. Right. Stay away from them and keep going and keep your faith in God. God, family, and education. Right. That's what you keep in mind.
Alright. Definitely, bro. Want to hear some more good things about you in the future. Proud of you, man. Anything else coming up? Like you got the album, Fresh Out
Out
High
the album.
Any
I'm on
videos? Tour?
Well, I can say I'm about to turn 21.
Oh, you got to turn 21?
Soon. But that don't mean I'm gonna drink alcohol. Because my uncle just died off alcohol. My granddaddy's died off alcohol. At least 4 of them. My whole family still. It's just like it's time for things to change.
Right.
For us younger people to be more happy. Because right now, drugs and alcohol are ruining everything. And I'm tired of stuff being ruined. Like, I'm tired of my life being ruined.
Right.
I'm tired of it. Like, are you tired of crying?
Yeah.
Are you tired?
Yeah.
You tired?
Miserable situations.
Yeah, I know we tired. But the only way we gonna fix it is if we do it together.
Right.
And it starts with the people who's gonna be here 10 years later from now.
Right.
10 years later from now, you might be running a company I need to work with. You know, I might have to do a partnership with you. You never know.
Yeah, man. I'm
never
trying,
know. Anything can happen. You don't know who somebody may become. A lot of people bash me.
Right.
A lot of stuff. But now they bow down to me. But I'm not your God.
Right.
I'm just your inspiration. Mm-hmm. I'm not your God. I'm just your inspiration.
Yeah, I'm proud of you, bro.
I'm not God. I'm just your inspiration.
Definitely proud of you, bro.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it, man. I'm proud of you too, man.
Yeah.
We see each other again.
Yeah.
Some people never believe you'll see another person you love again. I believe it.
This my
see him again.
Man, you know. We gonna do more work, probably.
Yes, sir.
You know. So yeah, definitely want to hear some good things about you, man. That's it. Okay, so any last words you want to say to the youth out there?
Make sure you follow me at Prince Silento, at the real Silento. Subscribe to my YouTube channel.
That thing doing numbers.
And let's talk more action. Silento. Cha-ching.